16 international players in this match, so we should see some fine football.
And the crowd of nearly 60,000 see United kick off. Tottenham wear the all-white strip. This is the first leg, round one, of the European Cup Winners' Cup. An attack now on Spurs' left wing. In United's goal, Gaskell begins like a man in top form. Back comes Spurs, and Greaves slams it into the net. But it's offside. Danger for Spurs when Bobby Charlton shoots. Brown save. It's half-time and there's no score.
The first half, so it's Spurs playing in the cup competition all-white strip to kick off for the second half against Manchester United. Mr. Phillips of Wishart is checking his watches, and away we go. Spurs now desperate for a goal. They must get at least one in this second half. Fox getting that one out to Charlton. Many people feel that Spurs must go to Manchester for next Tuesday's game with a 2-goal lead to really have a chance of staying in the competition. It's Dyson up to Greaves. Smith with Fox there. It's out now with Jones. And a beautiful save by Gaskell. Gaskell certainly earned his money tonight. And the Tottenham roar starts again as White takes the corner back to Henry. And Jones! Now Smith! Baker with the throw for Spurs now to Jones. That's Law covering him. Charlton. Well, Charlton looking at Craren as if to say, well, how can I be in two places at once? Baker up to Jones. White tackling like a demon. That's not really his game, and that's Craren bottling Jones down. Jones, number 7 for Spurs. Free kick to Tottenham. Baker with the free kick for Tottenham. Manchester United defence refuses to be shaken, and that's a beautiful clearance by Charlton to Hart. He's got Law in the middle if he can get it across, but he's got a lot of Tottenham players with him. Law's been given offside. And again Law is caught offside. Spurs keep pegging away, keep piling on the pressure. They just can't break down this stout Manchester United defence, in which Setters is covering the centre half box beautifully. Now it's Greaves. What about a shot from him? Now up to Dyson. He's onside. No, he's offside. He is offside. He is offside. One can only think he was offside. There is a possibility that he was penalised for falling. He might well have shouted to put the United defence on. And to Charlton. Charlton keeps coming back with these short clearances. Cantwell. Well, bad one by Cantwell, but lucky to get that rebound. Now it's Craren. Law moving forward quickly. Hurt now. Both these teams very experienced in European football. Both have reached the semi-final of the European Cup, the major competition. In fact, Manchester United reached it twice. And of course, Spurs won the Cup Winners' Cup last year. Now Setters again playing that second centre-half game and playing it so well. That's up with Greaves. And Gaskell again, and back comes Law. 20 minutes of the second half gone, no score. Corner to Spurs. Norman has gone up into the penalty area. He's going up every corner now. There he is. Setters. Notice how coolly Manchester United play the ball out of defence. Charlton. Throw. Spurs. A guy that could be troublesome. A corner. And as usual, there is Jimmy Greaves right on the goal line. Greaves to take the corner. And it's Creran who gets it clear. Mackay, and Jones is onside. Oh, a lovely one to Mackay. There it is! And Mackay has scored. There's Mackay in the scorer, midway through the second half, 1-0. The man who has got the only goal of the match so far. Now then, here comes Style. Really going mad with excitement now. And here comes the singing, but it's a free kick to Manchester United. To take the free kick. And Greaves back there to get it away. Now Smith to Jones, and here comes Tottenham again. Thrilling stuff, this. Mackay putting it back to Greaves. What about a shot from Greaves? No, Charlton. Well, hopeful appeals for penalty, that by the crowd behind the goal. No trace of hands. United's throw. Smith. Oh, now Greaves! That goalkeeper, Aspalaga. What a game he's played. Corner to Spurs. Manchester United still not ruffled. Got another game to come, remember. Here comes Charlton. How can Law do it? He's got Styles in the middle. A wonderful save again by Brown. Baker to Smith, that's a neat one to Jones. Creran. Kai comes in so quickly and so strong. Creran pushing Markey in the chest. Strange to see Jones taking a free kick there to Markey. Oh, done! What a foolish thing to do. And it's Dyson who scored. And that could well be the goal that, well, that's what Spurs think of Dyson. 3 minutes from the end could well be the goal that puts Spurs into the second round. A tragic mistake by Dunn. with 3 minutes left, Spurs go 2-0 in the lead. Well, that was really unexpected. And now, to say it's vital that United must get a goal back, because Tottenham 2 goals up will be a mighty tough team to beat. Jimmy Greaves is no Tommy Lawton with his head. Up to Charlton. Now Law moving into the middle, and Law is onside. He's got Quicksall on the left with him. Now here comes Styles. And a wonderful save by Brown. Well, he deserves that pat on the back. Dave McCart. Quicksall with the corner. Almost over now. Charlton. Creran to Hurt. Charlton up to Quicksall. United throwing everything into it now in 9 seconds. There's no shouts from the crowd for Brown to hurry up, and the whistle goes. And Tottenham Hotspur have won by 2 goals to 0. So all is set for a wonderful second leg at Old Trafford next Tuesday night, when Manchester United will start 2 goals down.
Teenager Sadler kicks off for Manchester United against Spurs at Old Trafford, and very soon Hurt brings Brown into action in Spurs' goal. It's the second leg of the tie in the European Cup Winners' Cup. United are intent on wiping out their 2-goal deficit. Sadler's pass finds Hurt. He dives to net a beautiful goal. Now tragedy for Spurs. In collision with Cantwell, Mackay breaks his leg. In this game, the crowd will see no more of the Iron Man. Hurt has the ball. It's a goal. Spurs are 2 down at this stage, but they're still in the game. Even their defence turns to attack. Right full-back Peter Baker is up there to show what he can do. The ball goes to Jimmy Greaves, and it's one for Spurs. United must have 2 more goals to win on aggregate. Bobby Charlton scores. In the dying minutes of the game, Charlton scores again. For Spurs, Cliff Jones tries an overhead kick, and then the game's over. Winners by 4-3 on aggregate, Manchester United have knocked the holders, Spurs, out of the European Cup Winners' Cup.